Good morning. It is Thursday today. I'm starting this vlog way later than normal. Actually, the last week's video isn't even up yet because I edited it all day on Sunday, ready to be uploaded overnight. And then when I went to hit upload, pretty much 75% of the clips all started showing missing file. I've tried re-importing the original footage like 4 times. I've opened up a brand new event and imported the footage into there. Nothing is working. It's all just saying missing files, even though I know the files aren't missing because they're on my phone, they're on iPhoto, they exist, but they're not getting pulled into iMovie. So I'm gonna have to start it from scratch basically and completely re-edit from the beginning. But I haven't had time to do it this week, so I will probably be able to do it tonight, which means it won't go up until tomorrow. So I think what I'm actually going to do is just merge this week and next week together because, well, it's Thursday and this is the first time I've picked up the camera or my phone because my camera's still not working, which is another thing. To be fair though, I haven't actually looked into how to fix my camera, so that is my own fault that it's not fixed yet. And I've not really got any plans for the next couple of days. I think we're supposed to be doing our next alphabet date at some point before the end of March because it's Blair's turn to organise date F. So that'll be in this vlog at some point. I'm not doing anything for Easter. I'm just working as normal, like the Friday, Monday. And we get all of our holidays just together in one bulk. So if you want to take bank holidays, then you can book them. If you don't, then you can use that day elsewhere. So I generally don't book bank holidays. It just means I can use those days when I actually need them through the year. I don't know what was going to be in this vlog for this week or next week. I don't have any huge plans. I was at choir last night. We're practicing a new song, which is a mashup of Ed Sheeran's Thinking Out Loud and Sam Smith's Not the Only One. It sounds really good together, so it's a bit of a tricky one to learn because different groups are singing different songs at the same time, but I think once we've kind of got it down, it'll be really good. And I realised there's only 8 rehearsals left until the show, which is quite scary. So yeah, I need to start practicing around the house more so that I don't have to be looking at my words or anything. And I'm just about to head off to work. I was ready a little bit early, so that's why I'm sitting filming. I'm gonna go and get the bus in a bit. What else to tell you? I am quitting Slimming World. I decided, so I went to my class on Tuesday and I haven't stayed at a class since the start of the year, and every single week I have to stand in a queue for half an hour to get weighed. And this week I was just standing there listening to people talk around me, and I was just you know what, I don't want to be here. This is a pain every week to have to come along, especially when I'm not really sticking to plan. I'm basically paying £5 to go along and get weighed. I'm not staying to the class. I'm not really getting anything else from it. I think the plan does work for people that have got the dedication to stick to it. I have absolutely no discipline these days when it comes to Slimming World for some reason. My head's not in it. So when I met with a friend last week, she was talking about doing the 5-2 diet. And I think that is something that actually I could do because I have the discipline to stick to it one day at a time. If I then know that the next day I can basically eat what I want. So I'm going to try that for a month and see how I get on. Yeah, I think I'm just not, my head's not in the right place to be doing a very strict diet. Whereas this is kind of 2 days of the week, eat 500 calories, the rest of the week do what you want. So I think that'll work better for me. But yeah, let's see how I get on. I am sorry for people that have subscribed to me because they want Slimming World updates. So yeah, I mean, if they want to unsubscribe, then I completely understand. But hopefully you just like watching my videos, therefore you won't dump me. But anyway, I better go now because actually I've talked for long enough and I need to go and get my bus. So I'm in a different location just now. I'm in my friend Kirsty's house. I am looking after a cat while she's away for a couple of days. So I'm just going to pop in once a day to feed him and play with him. So far I don't think he's very impressed with me. He keeps kind of running away every time I try to go near him. I've put food in his bowl. He's not eating it yet. He's lying on the little chair just now. hopefully if I stay here for a little bit longer, he'll just kind of get used to me. And then when I come in tomorrow, he won't be as scared. I've been here several times and met him lots, but I think he's just like, who's this woman in my house without my mummy and daddy? We're doing another alphabet date today, so it's date F, which Blair's organised. So this morning we went to the farmer's market, which is on Castle Terrace. We went round and got sausage rolls for breakfast and bought a nice brownie from a little bakery stall, which I'm going to have after my lunch. Then after that went round to feed the cat again. Stayed there for a little bit. He's a bit more receptive to me today, I think, now that he realises I'm here to feed him. It's kind of less wary of me. Just back in the flat just now, we're gonna watch some TV this afternoon, just kind of relax a bit. I'm making some leftover nachos for my lunch. And then tonight we've got the second part of our F date. Hi, so I'm back on cat sitting duty today. Last night we had the second half of our F date, so we went to Five Guys and a film, which is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I'm quite happy because I love Five Guys. We'd actually been talking about it at work. For some reason we're talking about what we think are the best ever burger we've had is, and I said Five Guys, and then I was like, oh my god, F date, it could be Five Guys. And then someone else in the office was like, could be Five Guys and a film because it's next to the cinema. And that's what it ended up being. So we had a nice dinner, and then we were supposed to go and see 10 Cloverfield Lane, but it was sold out. Or they only had like 2 tickets left, but they were like nowhere near each other. I don't think that still happened these days. Like, I've never been to the cinema and it's been sold out. But yeah, maybe because it's like the first weekend it's out and it's Easter weekend. So instead we went to see Batman vs Superman, which is so bad. Like, it doesn't make sense half the time. The dialogue's like really stilted. And it's just like action, action, action for no reason. Like, it's really, really bad. What are you doing, you little monster? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to playing with the cat and watching Drag Race. So welcome to part 2 of this double week vlog. As I said a few days ago, I'm starting to do the 5-2 diet. So today is one of my fast days. So I'm trying to think about what I'm going to have for dinner. I think I might do like a salmon stir fry. So if I work out how many calories that is, then I can work out what I can have for my lunch. I just finished doing my makeup. I need to do something with my hair and then get dressed. So last night when I finished work, I made a random decision that I was going to walk all the way home. Now, I live about 3.5-4 miles away from work, so I don't really know what possessed me to think I'm just going to walk home. I've not got any walking shoes with me, but I'm just going to walk home. So yeah, it took me like an hour and 15 minutes. There were some bits that were uphill that I forgot were uphill, which were quite knackering. But yeah, I made it. I got home and immediately decided that I was not going to have a fast day anymore because I was absolutely starving. I had the same dinner that I was going to have, but I had 2 bits of salmon instead of 1. And then when I was watching Walking Dead, I had some tortilla chips and leftover dips and a Whisper. But yeah, I'm quite proud of my little bit of unplanned exercise. Today after work, I'm going to Edinburgh Zoo. I'm going to a talk about panda breeding as part of the Edinburgh Science Festival. So looking forward to that. I'm one of those people who like gets really, really excited whenever there's like rumours in the news that the panda might be pregnant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing about how they're getting on with the breeding programme. Apart from that, it's just a normal day at work. Yesterday was so quiet. Our phone didn't ring once. I realised it about lunchtime, and then I was like, I'm not going to say anything because I will jinx this and make the phone ring. But no, it didn't ring once. I think everyone just assumed that we were on holiday. I got very few client emails as well, just 1 or 2. Again, from people who were working, but most people were off, so I managed to get through lots of stuff that has been like on my to-do list for ages, but I've never got around to it because it's always been like for client stuff to do, and then there's like these things at the bottom that if I ever get around to, it'd be great. So I got around to a lot of those things, which was good. And today as well, I've got a fairly quiet day. I've got like 1 internal meeting, 1 call, and then again just continuing to go through that list of things yesterday that I was working on. So I'm feeling quite good about today. So I'm back from the panda talk at the zoo. So we got to hear from lots of different people in the panda team, and they were talking about like the challenges of breeding the pandas, and it was really, really interesting. Like I feel quite bad for the panda team because there's so much pressure on them to actually breed these pandas. The eyes of the world are on these 2 pandas. Everyone wants them to have babies, and it's a lot of pressure for them, especially because it is so difficult to actually make it happen. No, that's wrong. It's not that it's really difficult. Like both these pandas can breed. One of the lines I enjoyed was, male panda has top quality sperm. So he is very fertile. The female has no problems in conceiving either. It's just that there's lots of different factors that mean that it's more challenging for pandas to breed. For example, the female panda only ovulates once a year, and then that window of opportunity for becoming pregnant is only like between 12 and 36 hours. So as soon as they know that she's in heat and ready to conceive, they need to like do something right away. Otherwise, that's it done, and you can't do anything for another year. They have like a delayed implantation as well, so it could happen like the next skin day, or it could be like 100 days later, which means it is quite difficult for them to actually know if the panda is pregnant. And also, like with a human, obviously you would just do a test, and then if it detects a hormone, then it says yes, you're pregnant. But they can't do that for pandas because the hormones that are present when you're pregnant are also present when you're not pregnant. So there's not like a yes or no answer. They are doing a lot of research to try and find other tests and ways of knowing if they're pregnant. But yeah, it does seem to be quite difficult to judge because sometimes the patterns of hormones and things look the same for pandas that were pregnant, pandas that weren't pregnant. And yeah, because of that like delayed implantation, a lot of the time you don't even know that a panda is pregnant until like a little panda pops out. So no one even really knows what the length of a panda pregnancy is. It's kind of, everything's very unknown. It's also much more difficult to breed pandas in captivity than it is in the wild because they have a multiple mating strategy. So like the females, when they're in heat, will normally mate with like 5 other males. But obviously, like Edinburgh Zoo, we basically have 1 male and 1 female. So it's a lot more difficult with just one. Like your chances are obviously more limited. But they did say that like they obviously have so much data on these 2 pandas because they're monitoring them all the time. And they can see that the results are getting better and better every year. So they're confident that we will have a baby panda at some point. So that's quite exciting. But yeah, the whole thing was really, really interesting. I feel like I came away with a lot more knowledgeable on pandas. I'm going to give you some of my favourite facts of the night. Number 1, the pandas, Edinburgh Zoo, are each insured for $1 million. 2, pandas currently eat around 25 different species of bamboo. Did you even know that there were 25 species of bamboo? I definitely didn't. 3. When a baby panda is born, it is 1,000th of the size of its mother. Number 4. Although the pandas at Edinburgh are quite happy with the cold and the snow and the rain, they hate the wind. So every time there's really high winds, they have to try and soundproof their enclosure because otherwise they get quite upset. And number 5, because they've got such a slow metabolism, one way to describe them would be as a 92 kilogram reptile. Anyway, that was a lot of panda chat. I hope you found that interesting. Today we're going to see Hail Caesar after work. We were going to go and see High Rise, but Blair's not finished reading the book yet, so he wants to finish that first. I think we're going to go to Bread Meets Bread for dinner first. And I do realise that, like, it was only Saturday night that we went to Five Guys for dinner. It'll be like the second burger dinner in a week. But surely that's one of the best things about being an adult. If you want to eat burgers twice a week, then you can do what the hell you want. So last night we went to see Hail Caesar, which was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't one of the best Coen Brothers films that I've ever seen, but it was enjoyable. There was some really, really funny moments in it. I think we're going to go to Lidl after work and do like our weekly food shop. I say weekly food shop. We haven't actually done an actual food shop since we came back from my birthday weekend when I did like an online Tesco. So we've really just been like eating pretty badly. Just been buying stuff to make dinner that day, or been ordering takeaways, or we've gone out. So it'll be nice to actually get back into having a meal plan because it has been quite a while. So that's the plan for this evening. Kirsty's birthday on Sunday. We're having like a little flat party thing at hers tonight. So we're gonna make homemade pizzas, have some drinks, play some games, probably watch some RuPaul as well. I bought this top today in New Look. It's just like, I'll show you in the mirror, that's a ridiculous angle. So it's like just plain black t-shirt, and then it's got this kind of detailing at the top, and I bought this necklace as well from New Look. Oh, and also these shoes. I've just been watching Brogan's Disneyland vlog. It was this time last year that I was in Disneyland Paris. It's making me really wish that I was there this year because I really enjoyed it last year. I made some tray bakes I'm going to take with me tonight. How sad is that, taking like baking with you to a house party? I'm also taking booze, but I'm bringing some tray bake.
What's on it, Liz?
Mushrooms, salami, red onions, cheese and basil. I'd say this is very impressive.
Oh, yeah. What? Ja, pardon. Right.
Morning. I can't bother sitting up to film this. So last thing you'll have seen will have been Kirsty's birthday party. It was really good fun. We ended up playing games until like 1 o'clock in the morning. Really enjoyed it. I played Cards Against Humanity for the first time, which was really, really good fun. Yesterday we went out for lunch with Blair's mum, his sister and her fiance. I think I filmed like my outfit, but I didn't actually film anything when we went out. And when we came back, we just kind of had a night in the flat. Today, I'm not doing anything. I woke up in the middle of the night with a really sore head. Like, well, actually, I think it was like a sore ear. So I woke up and like my right kind of ear and like the back of my skull was like really, really sore. And then I like changed position in bed and then that side started hurting as well. So I don't know if it's like I don't know, it must have been something to do with like my ears, because it kind of felt like the pain was radiating from my ears. It's kind of alright this morning. It still feels a little bit sore, but it's not too bad, so I might take another paracetamol. But yeah, today's plan is just to edit this vlog, because I've got 2 weeks to edit together, and I want to write a blog post. I've not written my blog since the start of March, and just chill out. So this is going to be the end of the vlog. Sorry it's ending on such a ridiculous angle. Look at my hair, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's going to be really long because I've ended up pushing 2 weeks together. Next week I'll just be back to normal. It'll be a 1 week thing. Thank you very much for watching. I'm really enjoying making these vlogs, so I hope you are enjoying watching them. And yes, I will see you in the next one. Bye.